This subject I've been thinking about since last week, actually. It's been very top of mind for me. And I've chatted about this with some of my clients, and I've definitely been talking about it with a lot of my friends and a couple colleagues. So, one of the things that I want to bring to you in this Mojo moment today is literally, are you a yes or are you a no to life? Like, are you a yes or are you a no? Now, a couple lives ago, we were talking about being an optimist or, or do you lean towards pessimism? And this is along those lines. However, this has to do with how you approach your life, how you approach it's like your natural state of how you respond to your life. And each of us really do have a tendency towards being a yes to life or a tendency to being a no. Now, what do I mean to this? I mean that, let's say, somebody asks you to coffee or to lunch or invites you to do a project, right? And you'll find that there'll be a natural sort of initial reaction. And it could be you might have questions or you might have some concerns and need to get some additional information. However, in the background and the conversation that's normally occurring for you is either like, well, yes, I'm interested in that, or it's simply, no, I'm no, like I'm a no. And there's a way energetically that all of us approach life. And while you can direct your choices and you can, if you're inherently a no person, of course you can have moments of being a yes and vice versa. However, we each have this natural state. We have this natural way of approaching life. And as you think about this and as you consider it, I'm curious, what do you think your natural state is? Are you a yes to life or are you a no? I noticed that my natural state is a yes. Like in general, I'm all about adventure. I want to have experiences. I'm interested in, meeting new people and trying new things and having, new vistas and challenges and all those types of things. So, however, there are moments because we all have moments where for sure I slip into no land. You know what I mean? It's like the nowhere zone. And, when that happens, if your natural state is a yes, it's disconcerting. It can feel very dark. It can feel very troublesome. And I had this experience a week ago, actually. I mean, really, it was pretty intense, and actually woke up in the middle of the night with good amount of anxiety, and and did certain things that I know how to do to like calm myself down and be able to sort of drift in and out of sleep. But what happened was I got very clear and very present, right, to the fact that this anxiety and buying into the anxiety and buying into the fear and the worries and the doubts, which of course is buying into insurance about something that has never happened, probably will never happen, nor do we even want those things to happen that you're stressing out about. So when I realized I was buying into all of that and had a really great conversation with my mindset coach, because I have one of those, it was brilliant, because after that conversation, it really reminded me again of my natural state of being a yes. And after that conversation, I made a decision to step back into my natural state. And since then, it's truly been beautiful and kind of miraculous. And I'm sharing this with you really to inspire you and for you to consider when you have moments of darkness, or if you happen to be inherently a no, and if you're cool with being a no to life, there's no problem. However, if you're stressing about that and finding that you're not creating and having and doing and being the things that you really desire, well, then consider, right, what it would take for you to be a yes to life, right? So anyway, I'm sharing this with you, like I said, to inspire you, because once I really got that the fear and anxiety and worry had taken over, and frankly, I'd let it all steal my natural state of being a yes, I then made that conscious choice, right? I made that conscious choice to shift into the natural state of being a yes to life. And what's happened since then, which is the last 4 days, has been really nothing short of fantastic. I've had people, who are supporting a lot of things that I'm up to. My event, the Rock Your Mojo Women's Weekend, is coming up. It's 2 weeks from Friday. It's going to be epic, by the way. I'm so excited about it. And have some folks that have been stepping up to really support that event in many different ways. And one of them stepped up to help me with just some technology that, I'm not the greatest tech person. I don't know about you. And it was about something new that I'm going to do around the event. And, in the past, I really, if it was a week ago, I would have been a big fat no. And I realized I was just a big yes. And so what happens when you're a yes is, instead of worry and concerns and thinking about it and feeling like you have to do it perfectly or do it right, you simply just get into action. And you take the next step that you need to take, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next, before you know it, you're living this incredible rockin' life. So whatever it is that you're desiring, first consider what your natural state is, and then really look at what it's going to take for you to align yourself and be congruent with that desire. All of this has to do with this one question, and I posed this question to all of my clients in my mentorship today, because this was this question that got posed to me last week, and I think it's incredibly impactful. And the question is, how willing are you to have your life work? That's a big question, right? And I know last week when I was in that state of, it was not in a place of being willing to have my life work. And once the mind shifted, then, things opened up. And of course, it was also about, getting into the body, because being in your body is hugely important to having an impactful, empowered, confident, mojolicious life. And, and then it's like, okay, I'm willing. I am willing. All right. So 2 questions from today's live. What's your natural state? Are you a yes or a no to life? And either one of those, are you actually willing to have your life work? Let me know in the comments. And it's always good to be with you. Thank you for showing up live. Thank you for catching the replays. And if you know someone that this would help, go ahead and tag them below or share it. That's good too. Send it in a messenger or, post it on your wall. And of course, if you know a woman that could really use a fantastic community of women, and frankly, what woman couldn't, make sure that you do share this with her and let her know about the Rock Your Mojo Women's Weekend. It is coming up in just a little over 2 weeks, and it's going to be really good. It's going to be really good. We have some fantastic surprises, and I've got some great new content that I'm going to be sharing as well. So that's the scoop. All right, everybody. It's Deborah Kagan, your Mojo Recovery Specialist, and this has been your Mojo Moment for the day. Sending you all much love. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.